Done. Yeah. Microorganisms. Okay. Mhm. Yeah. Now, today, today we will talk about utility of microorganisms in agriculture. Okay. Utility of microorganisms in agriculture. And then we'll talk about purity of environment. And then, yeah, like this topic, we are talking about microorganisms, which are our friends. Okay, the friend microorganisms. Today we will start with microorganisms, which are our enemies. Okay, which are our enemies. So before that, there's two topics from microorganisms as our friends. Now, microorganisms, their utility in agriculture. What is the meaning of utility? Utility means importance. Okay, their importance in agriculture. Now, some bacteria and weeds help in checking the amount of nitrogen in the atmosphere. Okay, some of them they help in checking the amount of nitrogen in the atmosphere. These bacteria and weeds are of green-blue color and are found in soil. These change dead plants and organisms to nitrogen compounds. Okay, some bacteria change these nitrogen compounds to nitrogen gas, and nitrogen gas is released in the environment. I will show you one diagram, okay, about nitrogen cycle. There is a cycle known as nitrogen cycle, which we are talking about, which facilitates the release of nitrogen gas in the atmosphere, okay, which leads to the release of nitrogen gas in the atmosphere. Yes, Eva,
Ma'am, I can't see your screen.
you can't see my screen. Oh, can you see now? Okay. Now, what happens is that, uh, let's see, the bacteria, the bacteria present in the atmosphere, okay, breaks down the nitrogen compound, okay, breaks down the any compound, okay, and then converts it to nitrogen, and then this nitrogen compound again gets converted to nitrogen gas, which is released into the atmosphere. Okay, um, that is the main concept of nitrogen cycle. Some steps are there. We'll talk about it step by step. Okay. Now, what happens is that special bacteria turns unusable gas from the air, that is N2, into ammonia or nitrate. Okay, that the soil can absorb. Then the process called nitrification. Soil bacteria changes ammonia into nitrate. Okay. First nitrite and then into nitrate, which roots can easily drink in. Then there is a process called assimilation. Plants use this soil nitrate to grow, and animals eat the plants to get their own supply of nitrogen. Ammonification. What happens is that fungi and bacteria break down dead waste and bodies, returning ammonia safely back to the soil. Then a process is there called denitrification. What happens in that is uh, other bacteria exchange other bacteria change extra nitrates back into gas, sending it back into the sky. Now, do you have to remember the technical names like every name of the process? No, you don't have to do that. But I will just tell you how this works in simple words. Okay, I will explain you how this works in simple words. Okay. Now there is some special bacteria, okay, special bacteria that uses unusable gases from the air, okay, that takes up unusable gases from the air and change it into ammonia, which the soil absorbs, okay, which the soil absorbs. Then there is some bacteria present in the soil which makes it into nitrate, okay, which converts that bacteria, ammonia, into nitrate that the soil can absorb, okay. Now, when that the plant roots can absorb, sorry, from the soil, it can get to the plant roots. Now, when this get to the plant roots, okay, it helps the plants grow. Nitrogen helps the plants grow, and animals also. So when animals eat these plants now, suppose a goat eats the plant, it gets into the goat. When a cheetah or a carnivore eats the goat, it goes into the carnivore. Okay, when the goat and the cheetah dies, okay, the body decomposes to the soil, and then from that point, it again gets to the soil. Okay, from there, it again gets to the soil, and then it gets into the soil. They convert it into air or nitrogen gas. Okay, they convert it into nitrogen gas. Other bacteria present in the soil, they change it to nitrogen gas. So the cycle is known as nitrogen cycle, and each of these steps are known as nitrogen fixation, nitrification, assimilation, ammonification, and denitrification. Okay, these are the steps, but you don't have to memorize the names of these steps. Okay, you don't have to memorize the names of the steps. Okay, you can see that the cow eats up the, uh, absorbs the N2 from the plant. Okay, then when the cow dies, decomposes. Okay, the nitrifying bacteria decomposes it and converts it into NH4. Okay, converts it into NH4, and then that gets converted to through the nitrifying bacteria to the gas. Okay, to nitrogen gas. So this is the process. This is the process of converting this nitrogen, okay, into like nitrogen gas, nitrogen compound into nitrogen gas. This is called the nitrogen cycle. What I'll do is I will send you notes related to nitrogen cycle in the group. Okay, I will post some notes related to nitrogen cycle for you in the group. One para maybe that you can learn in easy language. Okay, so you don't have to learn the names of each of the process right now. Assimilation, nitrification, ammonification, you have to learn all those names particularly, but you should have an idea that what happens in the process. Okay, that you need to know that what happens in the nitrogen cycle process. Okay, in this way, microorganisms decompose leaves, fruits, vegetables, etc. into compost. This helps in making the environment pure and increase the fertility of the soil. So microorganisms, their one more work is that they make the dead and decaying things into compost. Okay, into compost, and this compost, when we use it, it is very healthy for growing crops and growing plants. Okay, it provides them nutrition. This compost, when mixed with the soil, provides nutrients to the plant. Okay, so that is how microorganisms are helpful in agriculture. Two ways. Number one, making compost. Number two, they are helpful in nitrogen cycle. Okay, they are helpful in the nitrogen cycle. Now, purity of environment. You must have seen the dead bodies of organisms in a few days. They disappear. Okay, means if it is left at one place after some days or maybe some weeks, it will just become dust or mud. Okay, why is that so? Because microorganisms enter them and break them down. Microorganisms enter them and break them down, and this cleans the environment also. Okay, this action of microorganisms, which breaks down the dead and decaying matter of plants and animals. Okay, they do this and it makes the environment clean. Okay, and then what is the mixture that's left now? It is used by other plants and organisms. Okay, so that helps in making the environment pure. Now, any doubt in these 2 points? Any doubt in utility of microorganisms in agriculture and purity of environment? Any questions? No? So shall we move forward? All right. So we will start now about microorganisms which are our enemies. Okay. Microorganisms which are enemy microorganisms. What are they? Many microorganisms harm us in many ways. They give birth to various diseases in humans, organisms, and plants. Some microorganisms pollute food, water, and environment. Let us learn about them in detail. Now, microorganisms which produce diseases in humans. Okay, microbes. Those microorganisms which produce diseases in us, they are called microbes. Microbes enter the human body through breathing, water, and food. And by contacting an ill person, we get sick. The diseases which communicate through polluted water, air, or in contact with a person are known as communicable diseases. Okay. When you when you drink infected water, or when you get it through air, or when you shake hands with a person who is ill, okay, and the bacteria is transferred to you through any of these ways, okay, then those diseases are known as communicable diseases. Okay, means transferable, communicable diseases. Okay, some of them are plague, cholera, common cold, polio. Now, a healthy person gets microbes through breathing. Therefore, one should always keep clothes on one's nose while coughing. A cloth on one's nose while coughing. Every precaution should be taken by a healthy person while getting near an ill person. We should take precautions. Okay. Now, some insects and organisms work as carriers like flies. Okay. Some insects are there which work as carriers of microorganisms. How? How? Flies sit on garbage. You must have seen this. Okay, and garbage often has harmful microorganisms, bacteria and all. Okay, and then if it sits on food items. Now, when it sits on garbage, the bacteria and all, they get attached. They attach themselves to their feet in their body, and when these flies sit on food, they transfer the bacteria from the garbage to the food. And then when we eat the food, what happens? We fall sick. Okay, we fall ill. So that is why food items, we should keep them covered. Okay, we should always keep food items covered. We should not eat food items which have flies sitting on it, because it may contaminate it. Okay, we should cover at our homes also. We should cover the food items and keep them away from flies. Okay. Mosquitoes is also a disease carrier insect. Yes, Eva.
Ma'am, sometimes there are small fruit flies. Do those also carry bacteria?
Small what? Eva, can you say
Fruit
that again?
flies. Fruit flies.
Fruit flies.
Yeah, like which are tinier.
Which are tinier. Maybe, Eva, maybe. Maybe if they sat on somewhere unhygienic, then they may carry um bacteria. Okay, it depends. It depends. But yeah, mostly the flies do. Okay, mostly the flies do, because they sit on unhygienic places and on garbage. Yes, Hannah?
Ma'am, when the mosquitoes or flies sit on unhygienic areas, they carry bacteria, ma'am, you said. Ma'am, won't they get infected by it?
No, no, no. They don't get infected by it. Okay, they don't get infected by it. In fact, mosquitoes, there is a particular type of mosquito that actually carries if that particular type of mosquito bites you, you will get dengue. Okay, dengue and malaria. These viruses are carried by mosquitoes, and there are two particular types of mosquitoes. Okay, female AIDS mosquito. Okay, female AIDS mosquito carries dengue virus, and female Anopheles mosquito carries malaria. So not all mosquitoes, if you get bit by any like mosquito, you will not get the virus. But if it is these two mosquitoes and we cannot identify them, okay, female AIDS mosquitoes or female Anopheles mosquito, then you may get a dengue or a or malaria. I had dengue once. Okay, I had dengue once. I think around 5 years back, 4 years or something back. So I think I was then bit by female AIDS mosquito. And then the thing was that I got it. And then one day, 2 days later, my mother also got it. So it was like caused by a mosquito. And me and my mother, both of us got it at the same time, around the same time. And it was monsoon only. So be extra careful in the monsoon season. In this season, you need to be extra careful with mosquitoes. Use repellents and all in your home so that you can be protected from these diseases. Okay. So these two particular types of mosquitoes carry diseases. Okay. Flies carry infections, bacteria. Okay. Usually may cause you constipation or diarrhea and those types of stomach problems. If like when you consume the food, if it gets infected by bacteria. Okay. Then Plasmodium protozoa is found in the body of a mosquito. Okay. Plasmodium protozoa is a kind of microorganism that is found in the body of mosquito. Whenever mosquito bites any healthy person, then the protozoa gets inserted in that one's body. Okay. But I don't think that is very harmful until it's these two types of mosquitoes. Okay. Dengue and malaria mosquitoes. But you must have seen that a small bump forms on our skin, okay, from a mosquito bite. Okay, that is there. So, but that heals on its own after some time. And yes, in rainy season especially, we need to be extra careful about mosquitoes. Now, mosquitoes, they breed in stagnant water. What does that mean? Stagnant means that when water is collected at one place for a long period of time. Okay, when water gets collected at one place for a long period of time, it will sink and it will become dirty and it will smell, and that is the place where mosquitoes breed. Okay, that is the place where mosquitoes lay eggs. Okay, so water should not be logged in our home. Okay, water should not be logged in our home. We should be very careful that in our home there should not be any place where water is collected and it's sitting there. Not inside any tires, not inside flower pots, not inside holes or garbage or anywhere, any bucket or tub or anything in the garden somewhere. No, it should not be there because that's a place where mosquitoes come and they lay eggs, and then it becomes the mosquito area. Okay, so that we need to be careful about. Now, observe your nearby areas, find out where mosquitoes and flies take birth. Make a list of those precautions that help in stopping the growth of mosquitoes and flies. Okay, you can make a list of what precautions we can take that helps us from mosquitoes and flies. Okay, now diseases and its various resources. Now, microorganisms can cause many kinds of diseases, not only to humans, but also to organisms and plants. Okay, organisms and plants also. So we will read about first diseases in human beings that are caused by microorganisms. What diseases? What microorganisms what means or how it is spread and what is the prevention. We'll discuss that. Okay. Now, TB means tuberculosis. Tuberculosis is caused by bacteria and it spreads through air. And prevention is keep the patient separate, means in isolation. Measles is a disease caused by microorganisms that are virus, and way of spreading is also air. And prevention is proper disposal of items used by patients. Whatever the patient is using, we have to dispose those items properly so that it does not infect somebody else. Smallpox virus. Smallpox is caused by a virus. Spreading is through air or coming in contact with a person. Okay. Prevention is you have to give them injections of medicine. Polio is also caused by a virus and spreads through air or water. And prevention is proper disposal of the patient's waste. Then cholera is also caused by bacteria, spreads through water or food. And prevention is you have to take a vaccine and maintain good personal hygiene. Okay. Typhoid is caused by bacteria through water, and prevention is you can use pure water and clean food. Okay. Hepatitis A is spread by virus and like happens through water, spread through water. And precaution is vaccination and drinking boiled water. Malaria is caused by protozoa from mosquito. Okay. And it is, malaria, the microorganism is protozoa, whereas dengue, the microorganism is virus. Okay. Remember the difference. Dengue, it is a virus. Okay. Dengue mosquito carries a virus, and the mosquito which gives you malaria carries protozoa. Okay, two different types of microorganisms. So, malaria, how do you prevent it? Stopping mosquito multiplication and use precaution against mosquitoes. Dengue, you can use chemicals to keep the mosquitoes away. Okay, now microorganisms that spread diseases in plants. Various microorganisms, they harm our crops also. The major plants for microorganism attack include wheat, rice, sugarcane, orange, apple, ladyfinger, cabbage. These are the main fruits and vegetables that or grains that the microorganisms attack. Okay. Some chemicals are used to stop the diseases. We will see some diseases of plants that are caused by microorganisms. The first one is lemon cancer. Okay, lemon cancer. It is caused by bacteria and spreads through air. The second one is wheat rust disease caused by fungi and spreads through air and sea. Ladyfinger yellowness disease is caused by microorganism virus and spreads through insects. Okay, so these are a list of diseases in human beings caused by microorganisms and diseases in plants caused by microorganisms. Okay, in animals also the diseases are caused. Okay, in animals also these microorganisms cause diseases, dogs and all. Okay, so which affect them. Then food poisoning. Generally, we generally hear that people get hospitalized after eating poisonous food. They get diseases such as vomiting and loose motion. Why does that happen? Now, if food is not properly stored, it becomes prone to microorganisms. Okay. If we don't store the food properly, then microorganisms come in it and they multiply and they poison the food, and the food becomes poisoned or spoiled. If somebody eats it and that spoiled food, so they may get food poisoning. Okay. We grow prone to serious diseases, and then sometimes may lead to that. The disease which happen by consuming poisonous food are called food poisoning. Okay, sometimes it is this, sometimes it is when you eat two things which you are not supposed to eat together. Okay, food combinations. Two things that you are not supposed to eat together. They cause a chemical reaction in you. Okay, and then cause us to vomit and maybe diarrhea, lose motion. Okay, when we eat some things that are not supposed to be eaten together. Okay, then also we may get ill. Okay, we may get sick. So we should eat carefully what we are eating and first nicely check what we are eating. Yes, Hannah.
Ma'am, I have a question. The disease table we have this you have shown earlier, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Do the microorganisms contain the disease or are the diseases microorganisms?
Microorganisms carry diseases. Okay, viruses. Some viruses they actually have those diseases. They carry those diseases. So when they get inside us, the disease comes inside us. Okay, so they are yes, they are actually carrying those diseases. Okay, microorganisms. But sometimes carriers, such as flies do not actually have the disease inside them. They sit somewhere, get the bacteria on their body, then sit on the food and transfer the bacteria. Okay, so some things do not actually have it. Okay, the insects and all, they don't actually have it sometimes. But if they are actually like sitting on something, carrying it, and then transferring it. So that is possible. But some insects actually have, they can actually poison your food. If you heard the news that, some, like there was this news where a lizard fell into somebody's milk and they just boiled it and drank it. Okay, and that person was seriously ill. Some time ago, there was this news where at night, somewhere in the night, the lizard fell into the milk and they didn't know. They didn't know. And they just put the container on the gas, heated up, and then drank it and went seriously ill. Why? Poisoning, because the lizard fell into their milk. So sometimes actually these animals can, when we consume it, can actually poison us. But sometimes they just carry it from somewhere else. And viruses and bacteria, they actually have the diseases. Okay,
Ma'am, do
so that's it.
lizards have the disease or are lizards naturally poisonous?
Lizards are naturally poisonous. Okay, lizards are naturally poisonous. Some kind of lizards are very poisonous. So that maybe have come to the milk. Okay, probably have gotten to the milk. So yes, so be careful when we are eating the food. We need to be really careful. Always check the expiry date. That's something that I always do when you are buying something from the store. Always turn the packet and read the manufacturing and the expiry date. Always. Okay, don't just go and buy something. We should always read, because what if it's an expired product? So then also we may get ill after eating it if it is an expired packet. Okay, so read expiry date. Check nicely before you eat something. Okay. See, when something is poisonous or when something gets spoiled now, you will notice signs such as there is a change in taste, there is a change in smell. Sometimes in liquids now, there is a change in texture also. So you look at it nicely, you smell it nicely. If you feel that there is a change, don't eat it. Okay. You feel there is a change, these changes occur in food items. Okay, so don't consume if you find that. Now, we will stop here for today. 12.2 is homework for you. Okay, exercise 12.2 is homework for you today. And when we will be meeting Monday, we will start with 12.6 food storage. I will check your papers and I will be discussing them, I think, in Monday's class. Okay. Monday's class, we'll discuss all the test papers, whatever previous tests that we've done. We'll be discussing them Monday. Okay. And tomorrow, math test is also there for the 10th chapter. So prepare please math test. And no class tomorrow. Tomorrow there is no class. You just have to do the homework and the test.
Ma'am,
And yes, Abhija.
not even science class, ma'am.
Not even science class, Abhijit.
Okay, ma'am.
Not even science class because I have some work tomorrow. So y'all please do the test. That's it. So 5 minutes break for you. 5 minutes break, and then we will start with math. Okay, let's begin. Hello, Joshua. Good morning.
Hi, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Video on, please, all of you. Abhijit, video on, please. Okay. Now, we were doing integers. There is one concept, okay, known as absolute value of integer. Okay, absolute value of an integer. The concept is very simple. Absolute of an integer. What does that mean? That means the value of an integer without considering a sign. Okay. For example, if I ask you what is the absolute value of -5, the answer would be 5. Okay. The answer would be 5. Why? Because the absolute value means we don't consider the sign. Okay. We don't consider the sign and we can ignore the signs and we just use the number. Okay. Absolute value. That is the absolute value of something. Okay. So it is shown by using two um, lines as a bracket. Okay. If it is like this, written like this, means tell the absolute value of -7. I can write the absolute value as 7. Okay. Very simple. What about 0? Absolute value of 0 will also be 0. Okay. Any number -3, absolute value will be 3. What about plus or positive? Absolute value of 3 will be 3 only. Okay. So positive, like here in absolute values, we just ignore the signs. Okay. We don't consider the signs. So now talking about addition,
Ma'am,
yes.
is there a definition or no?
Is there a definition? Yes, there is. Okay, I will make you write that. That's your definition. Write this down and then we're going to move on to addition of integers.
Done, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
Okay. Hannah, Zoe, Hannah. Done writing?
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Eva?
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. All right. Now see, we will do some very simple addition questions. Now, since you've already done the algebra chapter with me, it's going to be easy. Okay. For example, we have a question. Add minus 537 and minus 231. Okay. Minus 537 and minus 231. Okay. we will just add it. Okay, we can simply add it by doing minus 5, 3, 7 plus minus 2, 3, 1. That's what we do. So minus 5, 3, 7 plus minus minus 2, 3, 1. Now minus and minus signs are there. So what we do, we add. Okay, we add. So 5, 3, 7 and 2, 3, 1. I'll add 7 plus 1, 8. No, Jeshwa, we will add. Okay, 7 plus 1, 8, 3 plus 3, 6, and 5 plus 2, 7, 68. Okay, and sign of the bigger number I'm gonna put. Okay, sign of the bigger number I'm gonna put. So minus 768. Answer becomes minus 768. But the absolute value rule that I just taught you, says that what you can also do is you can just ignore the signs and add them. 537 plus 231. Okay, and put a minus outside. So 768. And then you just put the sign of the bigger number. So that's what the absolute value rule tells you. Okay, that you can do this also. You can ignore it and solve it. But this does not work in every question. Yes, Hannah?
Ma'am, that was my question.
Yes, this does not work in every question. So you can just use this method because this sign method will work in every question. Okay, one more question we will see. Add 405 and minus 227. 405 and minus 227. So we will write it as 405 plus minus 227. Okay. So plus and minus becomes minus. So I can write it as 405 minus 227. Okay. How much am I get? 178, which will be positive only. Why? Because 405 means the bigger number is positive. So we always use the sign of the bigger number. Okay. Bigger number is positive, so the answer will also be positive. Okay. Now, this one you have to solve and tell me. Okay. This next question, you have to solve and tell me. And minus 349 and 127. Add minus 349 and 127. If you are messaging me, please message me on the other device in which video is not on. Okay, message me on that one if you message the answers. Okay,
Ma'am?
start solving. Yes.
If I should, but there's only one device I can send to.
Is that so?
Yes, ma'am. There's only a host.
Okay, just send it to the host one. The host one is where I'll be able to see it.
Okay,
Okay.
ma'am.
Solve this, all of you, and tell me the answers. Yes, that's right, Abhijam.
Mama, I said my answer.
Okay. It is correct, Johanna. Just the sign you have to check. Correct, Eva. Johanna, yours also is correct. Just check the sign one. Check the sign. Use the sign of the bigger number, Johanna.
Ma'am, isn't it positive?
No, it is negative. It is minus 222. Why? Because see, out of 349 and 127, which one is bigger? 349. So we will use the sign that 349 has, means the bigger number has. So because 349 is minus, is having a negative sign, we will put a negative sign in front of 222. Okay, so good work, all of you. It's going to be minus 349 plus 127. Minus plus minus. So we will minus it. We will get 222 and it will be negative 222. Okay. One more we will solve. One more question I'll give you. I'm clearing the screen now. Yes, Joshua, that's correct. Find or add minus 15, minus 47, and 84. And minus 15, minus 47, and 84.
Can you please textbook?
Ma'am, I got a question.
Yes,
I'm so
Joshua.
sorry. I have an
What is
answer.
it? You have an answer. Message me, please.
Okay, ma'am.
Mama, I messaged you.
Okay. Eva, that check again, please. That is not the answer. No, Joshua, check again, please. You also check again.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
the comma is a plus sign, right?
Eva, say loudly, please. It's very low. Your voice is very low for me.
The comma is a plus sign, right?
Left side, what are you saying? Not able to get it.
Ma'am,
Abhijit, yes, it's correct, Abhijit. Hannah, okay, correct, Hannah. Is the comma a plus sign? No. No. It is just a comma. Okay, minus 15, minus 47, and 84. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, even if we take minus 15 plus minus 47, it will still, we will still get minus 15 minus 47, right, ma'am?
We will take first minus 15 plus minus 47. Okay. So we will still get minus 15 minus 47 because this plus minus becomes minus now. So plus minus minus, so minus 15 minus 47. Okay, minus 15 minus 47 we will do. So minus minus is plus now. Minus minus means add. So add we will do. So 15 plus 47, how much? 60, I think 62, yes, 62. 2. Okay, so what happens? Now 47 is negative. Okay, 47 is negative. So I will just write minus 62, and to minus 62 I will add 84. Okay, 2 minus 62 I will add 84. Now we have minus plus, again minus plus. So minus plus is what? Minus. So I will do 84 minus 62. I will get 22. Now 84 is positive. Okay, 84 is in plus. 84 is positive, so 22 will also be positive. Zoe, the answer is 22. And hope all of you understood how we have calculated it. Johanna, Zoe, Eva, hope it's clear how we have solved it. Yes. First, I have solved minus 15 minus 47. Okay, minus 15 plus minus 47. So I got minus 15 minus 47. Minus minus plus. So add 15 and 47, you will get 62. Because 47 is negative, 62 will come negative. Okay. And then I will add minus 62. I will add to it 84. So it becomes minus 62 plus 84. And minus plus is minus. So now I will minus 62 from 84 to get 22. Now 84 is positive, so 22 will also be positive. Okay. Okay. Now, shall I clear the screen now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Now, finally coming to the properties of addition of integers. Properties. Of addition of integers. Okay, Joshua, no problem. Now I will write some examples in front of you. Okay. First one, 5 plus minus 8. What I will get? 5 plus minus minus 8, 5 minus 8, 3, and 8 is minus, so minus 3. Okay, second example for you is 15 plus minus 11. Plus minus is minus. 15 minus 11, 4. Okay, one more example. Minus 6 plus minus 7. Minus 6 minus 7, because plus minus is minus, minus minus is plus, so 13. Okay, I've added them up. Then 7 is negative, the bigger number is negative, so minus 9. Very simple addition examples. Now, what we are observing in all these answers, is that they are all integers. They are all integers. That gives us the first property. That gives us the first property of integers. If A and B, if A and B are two integers, then A plus B, A plus B will also be an integer. Okay, is also an integer. Means that when you are adding any two integers, the answer will always be an integer. It will not be a fraction, it will not be a decimal, it will not be a mixed fraction. It will always be an integer. Means when you are adding either a positive number or a negative number and 0, you will not get it in decimal. Okay. You will not get it in fraction. You will always get it in integer. When you're adding two integers, answer will come as an integer. Hope this property is clear to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Isn't the second question 15 plus minus 11? Shouldn't it be minus 4?
Shouldn't it be minus 4? Johanna, out of 15 and 11, which one is the bigger number? Out of 15 and 11, which
I
one is the
understand
bigger
that.
number? You understand now. Yes. 15 is the bigger number, so therefore 15 is positive, so 4 will be positive. Done writing? Please let me know when you're done writing. So we'll move
Done,
on
ma'am.
to next problem.
Ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Okay, now I'm moving on to next property, clearing the screen. Now look at these two examples. I'm showing you again two examples. First one, 4 plus minus 5. Okay. How will we solve it? 4 plus minus is minus 5. So 1 I will get and minus 1 I will get. Okay, negative 1. Okay. In the same way, if I have the regular timing ratio, Monday's class will end at 1:20. 1:20 is your timing where the class ends. Okay, so at regular timing only. So now if I reverse the order in this question, 4 plus minus 5. If I reverse the order and do minus 5 plus 4, will I get the same answer? Let's check. If I reverse the order and do minus 5 plus 4. Okay, minus plus is minus, so we will minus only. 5 minus 4, 1 and sign of the bigger number. So yes, even if I reverse the order, I will get the same answer. Okay, one more question we will see. Okay, one more question. Minus 4 plus minus 5, minus 4 plus minus 5. Okay, I have to solve this. Minus 4 plus minus 5. So minus 4 plus minus minus 5. Minus minus is plus. So 5 plus 4, 9 and minus 9 is there. Minus 9 will come. What if I reverse this order? What if I reverse this order and write it as minus 5 plus minus 4? Then what? Minus 5 plus minus 4. I've changed the order. Okay. Now I will solve it. So minus 5 plus minus minus and 4 and then minus minus is plus. So 5 plus 4 is 9 and put the minus sign. Same answer I'm getting. So this gives us the second property. This will give us second property. Therefore, A plus B is equals to B plus A, where A and B are integers. Means when we are adding the integers in A plus B order, no? Or if we reverse the order and make it B plus A, we will get the same answer. Okay. No matter what order we add the integers, even if it is negative, we change the order in addition, we will get the same answer. Okay. We will get the same answer. Yes.
Ma'am, we did this property in chapter 1 also. Ma'am,
Yes, that's right, Hannah. We did it in chapter 1 with normal natural numbers. This property we did with natural numbers, whole numbers. And now we are doing this property with integers. Okay.
done, ma'am.
Okay.
Done, ma'am.
Then right. Okay. All right. So we'll move on to another property. Now look at these. Look at this example. Look at one more example. Okay. Minus 3 minus 3 plus minus 5 plus 4. Three numbers are there. Okay, minus 3 plus minus 5 plus 4. Okay, so what I'll do is I will solve this and this together first. Okay, so minus 3 plus minus minus 5 plus 4. So leave plus 4 out. So minus minus is plus. Okay, so 8. But 5 is the bigger number. I'm solving this part. Okay, so 5 is the bigger number. So minus 8 plus. So minus plus minus. Okay, so 8 minus 4 is equals to 4 only. Okay, is equals to 4. But sign of the bigger number. 8 is the bigger number. So minus 4. Answer will come to minus 4. This is one option. Or I can also do it like this. How? If same question we will take minus 3 plus minus 5 plus 4. This time I will leave minus 3 out and add together your minus 5 and 4, this part. Okay. So minus 3 I will leave separately and I will do minus 5 plus 4 now. Minus 5 plus 4. So minus plus is minus. Okay, minus plus is minus. So what I will get? How much I will get? Minus 1. Okay, minus 1. Why am I getting minus 1? 5 sign of the bigger number. 5 is the bigger number out of 4. 5 minus 4 is 1 and 5 is minus sign, so minus 1 plus as it is. Okay, now I will solve it. Minus 3 plus minus means minus. Minus 3 plus minus means minus and 1. Minus 3 minus 1. So minus minus means plus. So 4 we will write and 3 is the bigger number which is minus. So I will put minus. Okay. So this tells us that no matter what order I will add, I will get the same answer. Okay. This gives us a third property. Therefore, A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C, where A, B, and C are integers. Understanding, no matter what order I will add, I will get the same answer. Okay, I will get the same answer no matter what order I will add. All right. Hope this is clear to you now.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Last property. I'm clearing the screen now. One last property I will teach you, and then the rest will continue Monday. Now see, one last property. Look at this example. When we do minus 3 plus 0, what I will get? Minus 3 only. Minus 3. Or if I get, or if I do 0 plus minus 3. So it will become 0 plus minus is minus 3. I will get minus 3. Okay. Minus. So that tells us what? That tells us what? That therefore gives you the fourth property. Therefore, a plus 0 means when you add an 0 to an integer will be equal to when you add an integer to 0. Okay. A plus 0 is equal to 0 plus 3. Means in the first example, I did minus 3 plus 0. Second one, 0 plus minus 3. Okay. Even if you add 0 to an integer or an integer to 0, you will get the same answer. Okay. Is equals to A. Okay. A plus 0 and 0 plus A both are equal to A. Then A is an integer. When A is an integer. Understood? Hope that's clear to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. In the upcoming classes, we will see the properties of subtraction, multiplication, and division also. All the three properties I will be discussing with you. Okay. And today's homework is exercise 2.2, question 1 and 2.
Ma'am,
Okay.
could you post the homework in the group?
Yes. Yes, I will post it in the group. Okay. Science, chapter 12.2, full and math, chapter 12.2. Exercise, sorry, 2.2, exercise, question 1 and 2. That's your
Ma'am?
homework. Yes.
Sorry, what is the math homework again, ma'am?
Exercise 2.2, question 1 and 2.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, then I'll see you all on Monday. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Thank you,
See you, ma'am.
Bye.
Ma'am, thank you, ma'am.
Bye. Bye.